Jungkook, today is the weekend and everyone is at the home, but my husband is struggling with solid 10 in the morning and he is still sleeping. I was a video meeting with my business associate in Russia. The situation was tense and I was losing my patience. Jungkook said, "What are you all doing? How could this happen?" Employees boss, we did not disclose anything to anyone. Jungkook, how did? Before I could finish, a soft knock on the door interpreted me as son and quickly ended the meeting. Jungkook, the meeting is we all continue this discussion later. I closed the laptop and stayed up preparing myself, but before I could even say come in, the door opened. Rolling my sleepy husband, he was standing there in his eyes with a plate of his hand. Yamming, "Good morning, Jungkook." He walked towards me and plopped down beside me on the sofa. His eyes were half closed and he still looked drowsy. Jungkook softly smiled. "Good morning, sleepyhead." My eyes surprised to lean his head on my shoulder, making my body His voice was thick and with sleep, and I found myself smiling at his words. Jungkook, I had some work, so I had to wake up early. He lifted his hand and looked at me. His sleepy eyes touched my face. "Did I disturb you?" I shook my head. Jungkook, "No, my work is already done." Hearing this, he smiled easily, and to my surprise, rested his hand back on my shoulders again. Curious, "What work were you doing?" I hesitated for a moment before replying. I was resigning from my job." I showed, "And why? You don't like your job?" Jungkook says, "Not really, I don't feel interested anymore." "Then what will you do now?" Jungkook, "I think about it later." He nodded but kept yamming repeatedly. I joked at how cute he looked. Jungkook teasing, "If you are still so sleepy, just go back to bed." Instead of answering, he lied down on my lap, making my eyes widen. Within a second, he breathed slowly, and I realized he had fallen asleep. I let out a soft sigh and hesitantly ran my finger toward his hair. His soft brown stayed asleep my finger, and I felt a strange warmth in my heart. He looked peaceful while sleeping. He had been a long time since I felt this kind of comfort. Just then the office door opened slightly. Yoongi whispered, "Surprise, boss." I quickly put a finger to my lips, signing him to be quiet. He nodded and stepped closer, smiling as he looked at Taekook sleeping on my lap. Yoongi softly, "I see you are already getting a taste." I fired him. Jungkook whispering back, "What do you need, Yoongi?" "Yoongi, I'll talk to you later, boss. I don't want to disturb your private moment." He winked at the moment, leaving quickly, closing the door behind him. As a Yoongi met Jin, who noticed his general expression. Jin curious, "What's up? Why do you look so happy?" Yoongi smiled and made a small hand gesture that only they understood. Jin excited whispered, "Really?" He immediately rushed towards the door to peek inside, but Yoongi grabbed him by the collar and pulled him back. Yoongi's couldn't understand, and Jin let them enjoy their moment. Jin patted Jin up and fine. Yoongi chuckled and changed the topic. "Yoongi, so tell me about your doctor. Did he arrive?" Jin's expression softened and he nodded. Jin, "Yeah, he is our guest house boss. Said I'll bring him over the right time." Yoongi grinned. "So, will you finally confess to him this time? You've been in love with him for 5 years." Jin sighed. "Jin, but what if he doesn't like me? What if he stops talking to me?" Yoongi potted Jin's shoulder. "How will you know if you don't tell him? And if you keep waiting, someone else might take him away." Jin frowned deep in thought as Yoongi walked away. I woke up when I felt someone shaking me gently. My eyes were open to see Jungkook looking down at me. "Jungkook, wake up. It's already 1 in the afternoon and you haven't even brushed your teeth yet." I stretched my arms and went and Taekook, "Your lap is so comfortable." "Jungkook, I don't want to get up. I tried to lean on his lap again, but he stopped me, holding my hand up with his hand. Jungkook shook him. No, we don't need to first get up now. Sign and slowly, gently before heading to our bedroom. Jungkook waited even when after freshening up, we are gathered in the living area for lunch. As we finished, Jungkook mom spoke up. Jungkook, Taekook, we are going on a trip. You both stay safe at home, okay? Jungkook said, what? Mom, no, you can't go without me. If you are going, then I'll come with you. Jungkook, no. Taekook wasn't. I'm not going alone. Everyone else is coming with me. Taekook has work, so you should stay with him. Jungkook frowned, clearly unhappy. Jungkook, but I am worried about your health. Young smiling, don't worry, son. We will take care of her. Jungkook sighed in frustration. Jungkook, fine, do whatever you want. He stood up and went straight to our bedroom, closed the door behind him. His mom sang, shaking her head. I turned to our family, nodding my eyes. Are you planning something? They are immediately shook their hand in unison things, especially. I kept staring at them. They quickly stretched in a different direction, avoiding my eye gaze. I closed my arms, feeling even more suspicious. Jungkook, mom, baby, I heard my mom is in gentle voice calling me. She had just entered my room, but I didn't turn to face her. Instead, I kept my back to her, lost in thought. Jungkook, mom, softly, Cook, look at me. She sat on the bed beside me, reaching out up, touched my arms. Recently, I turned. Jungkook interpreted gently, son. I will be safe. You don't need to worry about me. Everyone will be with me, right? Her voice was filled with warmth, but I didn't see my worry. Jungkook, mom, I'll be fine, sweetheart. But if you come with us, then we'll be left alone here. Do you really want that? From thinking about it, my gaze softened when I realized she was right. Jungkook, after a pause, okay mom, but I'll send Sungmin and Namjoon with you so they can give me daily update. Hearing this, he smiled and patted my cheek. Jungkook, mom, gently, alright son, I didn't have any problem with that. I still felt uneasy, but at least I would have a contact update. And Jungkook, how many days you are going? Jungkook, mom, 4 days. I know that. Jungkook, and when are you leaving? Jungkook, mom, tomorrow early morning. I signed, but noted again. Jungkook, okay, I'll talk to Sungmin and Namjoon. Also, I'll inform Yoongi to arrange everything for your trip. She nodded in approval before leaving into place. A soft kiss on my forehead. Jungkook, thank you, my son. She left. I immediately went to Yoongi to discuss the arrangement. Jungkook and Yoongi. Jungkook, Yoongi make it arrangement for my mom trips. Also inform Sungmin and Namjoon. Yoongi nodded, yes boss, I'll take care of everything. I thought for a moment before speaking again. Jungkook, Yoongi, do you think I should send it in too? If something happen, he can handle it immediately. Yoongi smiled knowingly. Yoongi, boss, I think that sounds good. Make sure the security is right as well. Yoongi said, of course, everything will be perfect arranged. I nodded in satisfaction before heading back to my room. Taehoon and Jungkook in a talk. When I entered our room, Taehoon was sitting on the bed looking at his phone. He glanced up when he saw me. His lip curled into a small smile. He patted the empty space beside me, motioning me to sit down. I smiled at the walkover, taking my place next to him. Taehoon gently, are you sad? I shook my head. Jungkook, not really. I was just worried about mom, but I feel a little better now since I am sending Sungmin, Namjoon, Jin, and a doctor named Yoon with them. Taehoon and understood. Then softly, don't worry, everything will be okay. His word was comforting, and I found myself nodding. They said they will be gone for 4 days. Jungkook, yeah, they are leaving tomorrow morning. A small smile play on Taehook's lips as he titled his head slightly. Taehook teasingly, so that means only the two of us will be home for 4 days, right? I blinked confused. Jungkook frowned slightly. Huh? But Yoongi and a few other members will be here. His smile widened and he picking my cheeks. Are you so innocent? Jungkook reported rubbing my cheek where he had pinched me. Jungkook, what do you mean? Taehook smiled playfully and leaned closer. Taehook whispering, you will find out tomorrow. I blinked at him confused, but before I could ask anything else, he turned to look at me, locking eyes. Then he winked. I felt my face grow warm. Jungkook said, what was that? Then burst into laughter, clearly enjoying my reaction. I hugged and crossed my arms. Jungkook, you are acting strange. Then only laughed more, making my heart race. Next day morning, the cold morning breeze surrounded the mansion as everyone gathered outside ready to say their goodbye. The large black van stood waiting for the humming softly. Jungkook's mom smiled, won't take care both of you. Jungkook stood there, arms crossed, his expression clearly showing that he still didn't want his mom to leave. His lips were pressed into a thin line and his eyes lent a hint of worry. Jungkook pulling me into a hug. Maybe I'll be back in just 4 days, okay? Don't slug too much. Jungkook sighed and finally nodded, wrapping his arms around her tightly. Jungkook mumbling into her shoulder. Still, 4 days is a long time. His mom checked, rubbing his back smoothly. Meanwhile, Taehook stood beside his own mother, who was looking at him fondly. Taehook's mom gently said, "Take care of Jungkook." Taehook gave a small laugh and nodded. Of course, Mom, I'll make sure he doesn't sulk too much. Jungkook shot him a smile glare but said nothing. A little voice suddenly interrupted their conversation. Anna weeping slightly. Bye, Uncle Taehoongi. Bye, Uncle Handsome. Jungkook's serious expression melted into a smile. He bent down to Anna's level and placed a soft kiss on her cheek. Jungkook, bye, Princess. Be good, okay? Anna giggled and nodded happily. Taehook also leaned down and kissed her other cheek. Taehook smiled warmly. Bye, Anna, baby. After exchanging final hug and goodbye, everyone started boarding the van. Jungkook eyes found them, his worry still visible. Just as Taehook was walking towards the van, Jungkook quickly called Sungmin over. Jungkook serious in a low voice, watched closely. No one should come near them. Nothing should happen to them. Sungmin, I'm continuing on you. Sungmin nodded, firmly understanding the weight of Jungkook's words. Sungmin confidently, yes boss, don't worry, I'll make sure they are safe. Jungkook gave him one last nod before stepping back as he saw Taehook walk towards him. When the van drove out of the mansion, Jungkook let out a long breath. He turned around and walked back inside with Taehook by his side. Just as Jungkook sat down on the sofa, Yoongi approached him, standing with his hand tucked into his pocket. Yoongi calmly, boss, I need permission to go out. Jungkook looked up at him, raising an eyebrow. Jungkook curious, where are you going? Yoongi, to meet some friends. Jungkook narrowed his eyes surprisingly. Jungkook, friend? That I don't know. Yoongi smiled. Yoongi teasingly, boss, you got married. Shouldn't I also find someone special for myself? Jungkook crossed his arms. Jungkook dramatic gaps. You are going to find a husband without telling me first. Yoongi, no boss, first let me find someone I like, then you can approve them. Jungkook sighed and leaned back on the sofa. Jungkook suspiciously, I have a feeling you are planning something, Yoongi. Yoongi quickly shook his head. Yoongi innocently, not at all, boss, just a simple trip, that's all. Jungkook stared at him for a moment before saying, Jungkook gave in, fine, but I'll find out what you are up to sooner or later. Yoongi grinned and collapsed his hands together. Yoongi sadly, thank you, boss. By the way, I might not come back for 4 days. Jungkook eyes widened. Jungkook shocked. 2 days? Yoongi nodded quickly. Yoongi added, "Oh, and I forgot to tell you, the meds are only." Jungkook blinked. Jungkook, wait, what? Yoongi continued in one breath. Also, only 2 bodyguards will be here, and they all be outside. Jungkook asked why didn't grow wider. Jungkook suspiciously, Yoongi, are you planning on attack on me? Or what, making everyone leave all of a sudden? Yoongi scoffed. Yoongi mocking, if anything happens, we all know who will win. No one can defeat you. Jungkook smiled, but still was not convinced. Jungkook, and you really not coming back for 2 whole days? Yoongi, yes, boss. By now, if I stay here any longer, you all ask me non-stop questions. Jungkook narrowed his eyes. Jungkook, one tone. Yoongi chuckled nervously. Yoongi laughing as he ran off. Sorry, boss. Enjoy your time with your husband alone in this big mansion. Jungkook frozen as Yoongi disappeared through the door. His eyes widened in realization. The house was empty. All the members had planned this. They had intentionally left him alone with Taekook. Jungkook's face turned red as he flopped onto the sofa, covering his face with his hands. Jungkook himself, what just happened? Why I am so slow? His mind raced. 4 days alone with his husband in a huge mansion. Jungkook thought his fingers staring at the ceiling. His heart thumped a little faster. Jungkook, what should I do now? How I am going to survive 4 whole day with him? He let out a deep sigh and closed his eyes, tried to calm his thought. Little did he know Taekook had his own plan for these 4 days. Jungkook walked into the kitchen, rubbed the back of his neck as he peeked inside the refrigerator. His stomach was slightly, reminding him that lunch had been prepared at Jungkook. Not at cooked. He crossed his arms and looked at the empty dishes on the counter. Jungkook thinking out loud, should I order food or should I cook? After a moment of explanation he needed to himself, Jungkook determined there is still so much time before lunch. I just cook. He quickly sniffed the refrigerator, checking for ingredients in fresh basil, pork, and rice, and decided to make stir-fried basil and pork with fresh rice. Kept the spice level low. He rolled up his sleeves and got to work, humming softly as he chopped the vegetables. Just then Taekook voiced from the living room. Taekook calling out Jungkook. Jungkook was setting the knife down. Taekook calling again louder than time. Jungkook. Jungkook shouted back, I am in the kitchen. Within seconds Taekook approached against the kitchen, watching Jungkook with a curious expression. Taekook tattled his head. Why are you cooking, Jungkook? Jungkook sang, stirring the ingredients in the pan. Jungkook casually, everyone is on leave, no meds, no staff. Taekook eyes widened in realization. Taekook thinking back in university, I lived with my friends, so I had to learn some basic cooking. Taekook then smirked and turned the question around. Taekook, what about you? How did you learn to cook? Jungkook smelled in the food, thinking. Jungkook shortly hung eyes around, curled. Taekook eyes widened in surprise. Taekook impressed. Wow, you learn at such a young age. Jungkook smiled, nodding appropriately. I had to live with my father, and there was no one else to cook for us. Taehyung's expression softened. He hesitated for a moment before speaking. Then Taehyung, curious but carefully, Jungkook, your mom told me she was not with for you 15 years. Jungkook quietly corrected. I'm not that she was not with me, it's that I was not with her for 15 years. Taehyung frowned slightly, then softly paused. Jungkook glanced at him before looking away. A silence huge between them. After a few seconds, not wanting to pressure him, Taehyung quickly raised his hand and surrendered. Taehyung gently smiled. Okay, you don't have to tell me now, just tell me when you are ready. Jungkook glanced at him, a grateful look in his eyes. Jungkook seemed clearly thank you to lighten the mood. Taehyung started to talking about his family, his university day, and some funny moment with his friend. He spoke so much that Jungkook barely had to say anything, just listen and smile. Jungkook was on cooking while Taehyung happy headed away, filled the kitchen with his strong, excited voice. Finally, Jungkook turned off the stove and placed his hand together. Jungkook grunted, "It's finished. Let's take everything to the dinner hall." Taehyung immediately jumped down from the counter. Taehyung sniffed the air dramatically. It smells so good. I can't wait to eat. Jungkook chuckled as he placed the dishes on the table, while Taehyung eagerly lifted each lid, inhaled the delicious aroma. Taehyung this smile. Amazing. Let's eat now. I can't wait. Jungkook nodded and sat down watching it. Taehyung quickly placed food on both their plates. As soon as Taehyung took the first bite, his eyes widened. Taehyung mouthful exactly. Ah, wow. I didn't know you would cook this well, Jungkook. Jungkook smiled the compliment, feeling a bit proud. Jungkook softly, I'm glad you like it. They ate happily, enjoying the homemade meal. After finishing, they both stood up to clean the serious thing. I watched them. You go and see. Jungkook shook his head. Jungkook family, no. We all do it together. You was alright then. Taehyung smiled at how stubborn Jungkook was. Jungkook just chuckled and they walked side by side. After some time, they finally finished washing and drying all the dishes with a satisfied sign. They made their way to the living room, sat down on the couch. Silence filled the air. Neither of them spoke. The old mansion was quiet. They couldn't hear the heartbeat. Jungkook glanced at him, who was looking at the thing, lost in his thought. For some reason, the silence between them felt different, not unforgettable, but something else. Something that made Jungkook's heartbeat just a little bit faster. Something that made Taehyung glance and Jungkook out of the corner of his eyes and soft smile play on his lips. Something neither of them could name, just a